we got a kiln load coming out. It's always, so many potters and stuff. The basic phrase you use for opening a kiln is Christmas time, because you never know exactly what's going to come out. And I've been throwing pots and throwing pots and throwing pots. Right now I've got some other pots coming along. You know, like some pie plates that I did, and some more mugs. The actual first firing that I did was just a test, because I didn't know what the glaze was going to do. I didn't know how it was going to react, you know. The pots that I've done before was cone 10 reduction. I'm doing an electric kiln this time, oxidation, not quite as hot. Cone 7 is what I've been doing. I just wanted to see if the glaze would cooperate and not do anything weird. So I threw some planters, and they, you know, the wife snagged one, and it just gave me a little bit of an idea of what some of the colorants might do. Like this green, you know, it's okay, a little bit too light. I just kind of wanted to see where it was at, but the glaze itself is very clear. So any oxides or colorants that I use will definitely show through. So the color, where there is no colorants, is you could just see right through to the color of the clay. And that's what I wanted to start just experimenting. And this first kiln, it's mugs and bowls. Nothing too shocking or surprising, but a lot of it is what I wanted to see is how some of the different colorants that I have would react to this glaze. So I could begin to figure out brushwork, some styles. You know, I haven't had a pottery business for 35 some years, so a lot of this is just kind of starting all over, and the end product as far as kiln and glaze is different from what I've done before. So I've got a lot of experimentation that I'm just kind of rolling with, and some of the pieces, I did a bunch of bowls, you know, and it's kind of, you know, basic bowl, and some brush strokes. This is a rutile, actually, and this one is kind of like, yeah, you know, I went ahead and did, you know, about, you know, 5 of these, just kind of a little set of these bowls, and I like them pretty well, but I'm not, you know, like too terribly excited about them. What else is on this shelf is a bunch of coffee mugs, and I really went, and some of them I did lighter along this line with some heavy brush strokes. Some of them I really did some dark. I wasn't exactly sure what was going to happen as far as this glaze, as thin as it needs to be, because I'm also doing some single fire work, and that's potter stuff. And I wasn't sure exactly how really heavy oxides would work as far as this glaze was concerned, but I gotta tell you, one of them I just went really heavy, and it's just, I like it a lot. Some crazy brush strokes. I mean, to me, this, I mean, it's got like really a light, lot of creamer effect, right down to this dark, black coffee thing going on. And as far as the brush strokes, what I was looking for is something that says morning caffeine. You know? Okay, it's kind of a, you know, inside shot of the kiln, shelves, mugs coming out, that first layer. Okay, second layer, got some different things going on here. Copper, strange stuff with iron. Ooh. Here we have the next layer. And whereas before I did black iron, I really liked some of the things that went on with the mugs and the black iron. Some of these, however, is a bit more copper. And with copper, you get very much kind of a green color. And I went from the green color to really straight, heavy copper. And on this one, you can see, I don't know if you compare the heavy black iron, I don't know how well you can see it. You can still see a little bit of shine on here with the glaze, where it's not too bad. Whereas with the copper, it pretty much almost burned through to kind of a roughness, and that's not what I really would like to have. Still, it's an interesting mug, some crazy colors going on there, but I do like how this came out, as opposed to that kind of fried places here and there on the copper. Much everything in between. Here it is again. And you can see on the clay body, the light, you've got a green right in there, but it gets too heavy and it just really strips out the glaze. So I'm going to have to watch that, maybe mix it down a little bit more and see what I could figure out on that line. As far as the red iron is concerned, I didn't expect it to come out like it did. Here is one of my earlier, test planters, and you can see it's marked on there, R iron, and you can even see a little bit of the raw red iron on there. But it came out kind of a purpley, which I didn't really expect that. Usually a light iron will run to more of a greenish color. So it's kind of curious that with this particular glaze, it comes out a bit more purpley. And not that I, don't like it and stuff, because actually, yeah, I kind of do like it. All right, next layer. Got to be a little honest here. Boring. Along with these bowls, yeah, some of this, yeah, I'm going to work on my variety a little bit. Okay, next layer. A little more action here. I know a lot of swirls, same kind of designs. All right, next layer. We've got some cobalt, and cobalt means blue. Always blue, blue, blue. So yeah, kind of got, the swirl thing, test things going on. I think these are the black iron, which the really, dark coloration and the light buff it gives. I like the opposition between the two. Kind of like what happened with some of the mugs going on there. I do like the black with that beige. Yeah. So, black and blue, I think, is what we've got going on with this layer. Bowls. Okay, diving deep here. Last layer. The iron and my manganese are somewhat similar. I'm going to have to kind of get the difference between the two, but I think that's kind of what I've got going on with some of these. It looks a little bit like the copper, but I'm pretty sure that's manganese. Oh, let's see here. I did kind of an old spongeware with the blue, cobalt, and I think this little rutile band across the top. And more I'll start putting the colorants together as I kind of see what works, what doesn't work. So I think this is red iron, and then chrome could be on the top. I'm going to have to mark some of these. But that's the load. And, if anybody does want to buy some of these wacky, crazy mugs, my wife, she kind of liked the green heavy streaks, one going on there. So if there's, some interest in any of these things going on, even these quirky orange ones here. Yeah, give me a holler. $5. I'm selling these off because they're glaze tests. Handmade pottery, $5 for a bowl, $5 for a mug. I just kind of want to, roll it on through so I can begin to refine some of the technique and the work that I want to get done. So, yeah. I mean, for tests, it definitely gives me some ideas as to what works, what doesn't work, what we might be able to change up. Is that? Boy, that's really blue on film. It's not that blue. Huh. Well, I guess, all... yeah. Some of these, it's just good to see them, so you kind of have a better idea of actually what color some of them are. And I'll be around, post on Facebook if anybody wants a test piece. $5. Woo!